Do you want to become rich? Or are you tired of feeling overwhelmed when it comes to managing your finances? Or do you want to take control of your financial future but don't know where to start? Well, get ready to embark on a journey towards financial freedom with our comprehensive summary of I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. In this video, we'll break down the key principles and strategies outlined in Sethi's book, providing you with actionable steps to transform your relationship with money. From optimizing your credit cards to demystifying investing, we've got you covered. So, grab your notebook and get ready to learn how to master your money and build the life you've always dreamed of. And at last, I will give you some tips for setting up a simple yet effective system for managing your money effortlessly. With each tip and strategy revealed, you'll be one step closer to financial freedom and security. So, don't miss out on the opportunity to transform your financial future. Stick around and watch till the end to uncover these valuable insights and take control of your money once and for all. Ramit Sethi studied psychology and technology at Stanford University. During his time there, he made a few mistakes with money, and a bad investment led him to study exactly how money worked and to understand how to make it work for him. Sethi repeatedly came across the same advice and found no one followed it because it didn't work. This is how I Will Teach You to Be Rich came into existence. Sethi is committed to sharing his findings and knowledge with as many people as possible, believing that everyone has the opportunity to improve their money habits. His book became an instant bestseller, and he can claim over 20,000 success stories from his courses. I Will Teach You to Be Rich helps you identify where your money is going and gets it working for you, so that you can save for the things that will bring you true happiness and lead a prosperous life. The 6-week program identifies how to create a system for optimizing your bill payments, savings, and investments, so that your money goes to all the right places with less than an hour of monthly maintenance. This book is excellent for anyone wanting a better handle on personal finances. Chapter 1. Credit Card Optimization. Ramit Sethi explains that having a good credit score is the first step to having more money. Your credit score is like a report card for how well you handle money. Most grown-ups have a credit card or two, but many don't know how to use them wisely. However, if you use them correctly, credit cards can help you save lots of money over time. Credit reports and ratings. Ramit explains that a credit report is like a summary of how you've used money in the past, including what you owe and how you've paid it back. Your credit score is a number between 300 and 850 that shows how good you are at paying back money. If your score is high, lenders see you as less risky, but if it's low, they might think you're risky. So, having a high score can help you get things like loans and houses in the future. Using them right, credit cards can be useful if you use them wisely. Amit stresses the importance of paying your credit card bills on time and in full. If you don't, you might have to pay extra money called interest. This makes everything you buy with a credit card more expensive. Ramit says that having good credit is like building a strong foundation for becoming wealthy. Top tips for week 1. Check your credit report and score so you understand what they mean. If you have a credit card, ask if it can be fee-free. If you don't have one, get one and ask to skip the fees. Set up automatic payments for your credit card bill to make sure it's always paid on time and in full. If you owe money, make a plan to pay it off quickly. Talk to your lender to find a fast way to pay it back. The goal is to get rid of debt as soon as possible so you can enjoy the benefits. Chapter 2. Banks. Sethi emphasizes the importance of selecting the right bank and accounts when setting up your finances. Your bank plays a pretty important role, and you want to build a good relationship with them to ensure you save money on unnecessary fees. Check accounts. Most people have a check account. This is a standard account that money can go in and out of regularly. Sethi recommends you treat this like an email inbox. If all your money can come into this main account, you can filter it into the appropriate side accounts, savings or investments. When deciding upon a check account, select one that pays interest like a savings account and is free. You don't want monthly, yearly or transactional fees. Savings accounts. Sethi explains that you should open a savings account for short-term to mid-term savings. Think of it as a place to keep your money for anywhere from 1 month to 5 years. You'll use this account to save money for Christmas presents, vacations, and even more significant sums like a house deposit. Unlike your check account, a savings account should not be regularly withdrawn, and you should earn decent interest on the money there. Week 2 Top Tips. If you don't already have one, open a check account. Double check and make sure there are no fees. If your account has monthly or yearly fees, call the bank and negotiate to waive the fee. Other things to look out for are minimum fees and transactional fees. Open a savings account with high interest. Ensure that you split up your spending money from your savings. Ensure you have 1.5 months of expenses in your check account and transfer any remaining money into your savings. Chapter 3. Investing. Investing can be an overwhelming subject, and for this reason, many people tend to avoid it altogether. Sethi wants to educate and empower people so everyone feels confident to invest. Sethi explains that many people were put off investing after the global financial crisis, but times like this are when investing is a wise move. 5 simple steps to follow to begin the process of investing. 1. Sethi explains that there is no better investment than one where you have a 100% return, so this is a no-brainer. This is also automatically done every paycheck and therefore requires almost no input from you other than the initial setup. 2. Pay off your credit card debt. Once this is done, you will have more available money to invest. Take the time to devise an achievable plan to pay this off quickly. 3. Sethi recommends also opening up an individual retirement account or an investment fund, but, again, the aim is to contribute as much post-tax income as possible. 4. Put more into your savings account if any money is left. 5. Once the 4 previous steps are completed, you're left with money to play with. Either consider a non-retirement fund investment to invest your money to start a business. Chapter 4. Conscious Spending. He explains that the one piece of advice he heard the most regularly was that all you need to do is create a budget. However, Sethi believes that this is easier said than done. Nobody has the time or will to track every penny going in and out. For this reason, Sethi recommends conscious spending. Conscious spending is easy enough to do. When money comes in, your priority will be looking after your savings and investment accounts. Once those have been replenished, you can consider all of the remaining cash yours to spend guilt-free. The best way to handle the remaining money is to decide where to spend your money ahead of time. Sethi explains that you should have a frugal approach, not a cheap approach. Frugality is preferred over being affordable with everything because you can save on most of your purchases but have the freedom to spend more in a few areas. Consider your priorities. Sethi explains that if you want to go to the movies weekly as your splurge, consider buying something other than a $2.50 Coke every lunchtime. Prioritize the film over the Coke. It's up to you to decide where you are willing to make sacrifices and where you want to splurge. Week 4 Top Tips. When you get your next paycheck, try and minimize your spending and determine where most of it goes. Break up your income into fixed costs, long-term investments, saving goals, and guilt-free spending. Have a look at some of your fixed costs. Are you getting the best deal on insurance? Consider shopping around at these costs to see what you can minimize. Determine what your conscious spending plan will look like. Where are you going to save, and where are you going to spend? Stick to your plan and update it every week. When you receive receipts, enter them into your plan to ensure you understand what's happening. Sethi emphasizes the importance of ensuring your system is as straightforward and quick as possible. You need to be able to maintain this long term. Chapter 5. Save. The next stage in Sethi's plan is all about automating your systems for savings, investing, and spending. The aim is to automatically filter your income into the appropriate accounts without your intervention. Sethi explains that spending some time setting it up initially will save you plenty of time further down the track. It means that all your bills will get paid automatically, and you no longer have to worry about things like an overdraft. Once a week, fortnight per month, you'll receive your income. Your workplace should automatically deduct a portion of your saving. The remainder will go straight into your check account. Automate a portion of this to go to savings and investments. Have your credit card bill paid automatically via direct debit. This covers all your fixed costs such as utilities, internet, etc. Whatever is left can be considered guilt-free spending. Week 5 Top Tips. You should aim to link all of your accounts. Sethi recommends ensuring you have all your login information in one place. Otherwise, you'll waste time figuring various passwords and usernames out. Now spend time setting up your automatic money flow. Once the accounts have all been linked, this should be simple. Set up individual automatic payments to each of your accounts. Chapter 6. Financial Expertise Myths. Sethi explains that most people are intimidated by the finance industry, financial advisors, and fund managers. However, he believes that the majority of people are completely capable of making their investments. Sethi explains that you don't need to pay people to invest. Fund managers aren't magical and can't foresee what the markets will do. Sethi points out that fund managers fail with 75% of investments. Mutual funds often have unnecessary fees paid out to the fund manager. Index funds, similar to mutual funds, but managed by a computer which matches what the markets are doing, can provide better returns with much lower fees. So ignore the pundits' predictions. Ignore the last year or two of a fund's performance. Sethi believes that although fund managers may seem to perform well in the short term, they will never beat the market long term. This is based on fees, expenses, and the mathematical probabilities that come into play when selecting stocks. Is investing only for the rich? Everyone can invest, not only the rich. Sethi explains that having a straightforward and low-maintenance investment portfolio is possible. However, he emphasizes the importance of diversification in your investments. It would help if you considered diversifying by buying a few different stocks and having different assets, considered stocks and bonds. Sethi explains that the time to take moderate risks when investing is when you are younger. You have more time and are more likely to rebound from a considerable loss. Therefore, you want to be more conservative with your investments and take fewer risks as you age. Where should you invest? Sethi recommends index funds as an excellent first option. He explains that they are less expensive than mutual funds. However, the downside is that you need to invest in a few different funds to ensure that you are diversifying. This will involve more time and research on your behalf than a mutual fund would. Multiple funds mean you have to rebalance your funds regularly, usually every year, which is a laborious process of redistributing your money to different investments, so you get back to your target asset allocation. Another low-cost option is a life cycle fund. Sethi explains that life cycle funds consider your age and will automatically diversify your investments. He explains that life cycle funds are really funds of funds. For example, a life cycle fund might include large cap, mid cap, small cap, and international funds. And those funds, in turn, will hold stocks from each of those areas. In other words, your life cycle fund will own many funds, which all own stocks and bonds. Week 6 Top Tips. It's essential to decide on your investing style before you get started. Remember that a life cycle fund is simple and requires little input, but you have less control. Otherwise, index funds are a good option if you are confident diversifying your portfolio. Spend time investigating your investments. Do plenty of research and understand what you are investing in. Once you've decided on investments, purchase your chosen funds. If you don't have enough money to invest immediately, start dedicating some money to your investment account and set a savings goal. Once you reach your goal, you can make your purchases. Chapter 7. Where to from here? Sethi explains that once your accounts are all in order and investments are under control, it's easy to maintain your systems. Instead, he recommends returning to your conscious spending plan and trying to squeeze any extra money out that can be distributed between savings and investments. This is where your money is going to have the most value. Sethi recommends that you log into your investment accounts only a few times a week. This only causes extra stress, and you've set up an automatic system for a reason. Instead, commit to checking once a month and wait for the money to grow. Be careful about selling out of your investments too soon. In your 20s and 30s, there are only 3 reasons to sell your investments. You need the money for an emergency, you made a terrible investment, and it's consistently underperforming the market, or you've achieved your specific goal for investing. Key takeaways. 1. Learn how to use your credit card appropriately. 2. Never miss bill payments, you never want to pay interest. 3. Automate bill payments so you don't have to worry. 4. Request no-fee accounts with your bank. 5. Open a high-interest savings account and a standard check account. 6. Ensure you have 1.5 months of expenses in your check account and transfer any remaining money into your savings. 7. Open up an individual retirement account or an investment fund. 8. Decide on your investing style before you get started. 10. Do plenty of research and understand what you are investing in. And that wraps up our summary of I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. We've covered some essential strategies for managing your money and achieving financial success. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your network, and subscribe to LearnLib for more enriching content. Remember, the journey to financial freedom starts with knowledge and action. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep learning and growing.